this going. Alright, excuse me. I apologize for the red eye. It is, I guess, grief time. I don't know. Lately I've been having waves of grief hitting me. I don't know why, but it has. It's interesting. I decided to listen to some music. I've tried to make this video a couple of times and it never turns out the way I expected, or I forget something, or I get irritated and I'm like yelling or screaming or speaking what would be considered angrily, I guess. So I put some music on to try to get me to calm down a little bit, and Tears for Fear, Sowing the Seeds of Love decided to play on my Spotify, and it's interesting because that was the very first song that my love channeled to me after she passed. So I guess she's trying to remind me of some stuff that I am either ignoring or forgetting. Fuck. Anywho. I forgot to let everyone know, first of all, anybody that has been watching my videos, my series of videos about being a twin flame, or any of my videos actually on YouTube, thank you. Many thanks. All I'm trying to do is get a message out to the people that's supposed to hear it, and hopefully that's what I'm doing here. Because I don't really understand how to promote this channel in any other way other than to make the videos and put them out. That's it. So that's what I've been doing. So if you have taken time out of your busy schedule to sit down and actually watch these videos from beginning to end, thank you. And if you're watching them and you're actually getting something, I'm grateful that you're actually getting something out of them. That was my whole intention of this channel, is that hopefully somebody understands how to navigate grief a little better, understands how to navigate the twin flame journey a little better, how to navigate their spirituality and their beliefs in God, spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it, a little bit better. Or maybe people see me talking about whatever it is I'm talking about or speaking upon, and they don't feel alone, and they go, oh my God, somebody else went through this. I don't feel like I have to be alone anymore. It's going to help me get through the next day. Because let me tell you, grief is such a butthead that sometimes I'm like, why am I here still? And I'm not gonna lie, when she passed away, right after she passed away, for I want to say a year or two, I didn't want to be here anymore. I had to call a suicide hotline. And if you know anybody or you're feeling that way, please reach out to a hotline. If I remember, I'll put the number down below in the description box. I had a very weird interaction with them when I called, and I had to call back, and I finally got somebody to speak to me that I felt was on the same page as me. You don't really get a choice as to who you speak to. It's just the first person that comes along. So yeah. So thank you if you've actually been watching these. Okay, so that's off my chest. Yes, so I forgot to mention this when I started my series of the signs of whether you're a twin flame or not. I didn't even take the time to preface any of what I was saying with the fact that if you are having someone that you're claiming is your twin flame and they're not feeling or experiencing or resonating with any of the things that I spoke of in the 9 videos, then that is not your fucking person. And you may not even be a twin flame yourself. The way it was explained and shown to me was the reason there's 9 signs is, I don't know if anybody's familiar that's watching these videos is familiar with tarot cards, but in the tarot cards there's cups, and the cups are usually your emotional body, because it shows always these cups with water flowing in and they're out of them, and water in the cup, or whatever the case may be in the card picture. And that is supposed to be a representation of our emotional body, which makes sense, because even though we're energetic beings in a human vessel, this human vessel is made up of what is it? It's over 70% water. It's like, I think it's almost equatable to how much water is supposed to actually be on this planet. So I forgot that they downloaded that picture of the 9 of Cups into my brain, and were like, because I kept going, why is there only 9 signs? Why do I keep talking about 9? What is it about this, the 9 things? And I was in the shower. Sometimes that's when I get my downloads. Is when I'm around water. And they were like, the 9 of Cups came into my brain, and I was like, what? And then I remember, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because ultimately you're really trying to fill your own cup. Like, and that goes with any, oh my god, my hair's crazy. That goes with any relationship you're experiencing, even with yourself, or any external people outside of yourself. You don't want to just run over and go, here, let me give you my fucking shit, and let me take your shit, because you don't know what they're offering. If you don't step back and see what somebody else is offering you, or what water they want to pour into your cup, you may be getting poison put into your cup. And if you are unhealed and you're trying to exchange ideas or interact with other people or have experiences with other people, and you're not healed, then you are also yourself giving up your little bit of poison as well, and you're exchanging energy. So you're making a big muck up of toxicity on certain levels, or unhealedness on certain levels. And I'm not saying don't go out and interact with people. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying from my perspective of what was shown to me when I started making that series of videos for everyone to see. Pardon me, I'm in the middle of trying to do something else, and I really need to be focusing on y'all, but I'm trying to do some other stuff too. And apparently, as a trans man, for me, I don't multitask very well. I don't know if that's just a man thing or a me thing. I used to be great at multitasking, but when I decided to make myself completely congruent with who I feel I am and express that wholly and become a man at the age of 37, and started taking testosterone, it actually creates new neural pathways in your brain. And my brain got a little rewired, because I finally had the component or the ingredient that my body wasn't producing naturally in my system, and now my brain is wired the way it should have been wired had I been actually born a dude. And I don't multitask very well anymore. I used to do it famously. I would be on the phone, and all through high school and junior high, and I'll be on the phone listening to music, watching TV, and doing my homework all at the same time, and it was like not a big deal. But now if I got to take my attention away from something, I'm like, huh? So, sorry I went on that tangent. I'm trying to do 2 things at once, and it doesn't seem to be working out too great, but I need to be doing this other thing that I'm doing. Yes, so the 9 of Cups. That is basically, ultimately, in my opinion, you getting your shit together, figuring out how you operate, healing all the things you need to heal, and doing the inner work, and being able to completely fill your own cup. And then once that happens, you move it on to the 10 of Cups, which is everything, all the things, everything. Like, there's the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords. What's the other one? The 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. All of those actually lead you to being in your power and being able to navigate life in a very healthy way, and being able to move in your own body between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, because this is one thing I think the spiritual community does not talk about, and that's the fact that we have both of those energies in our body when we're born. It's just, where are we operating from? Which energy are we operating from? And how are we taught? Like, we are shown and taught by external things outside of us, i.e. society, media, our parents, friends, family, how to operate under certain circumstances, and that sometimes is not the very healthiest examples. So we may get stuck in operating only in one of those energetic bodies, be it the feminine or the masculine energy. And it doesn't matter what gender you are, because this is the other thing spiritual people don't talk about is energy is fucking genderless, y'all. And I get really sick and tired of seeing these fucking tarot readers who go around only claiming that the divine feminine is a woman and the divine masculine is a man. That is absolute fucking bullshit. Energy is absolutely genderless. God is not a man or a masculine energy. God is Mother Father God. God has the ability to allow and create and destroy and take action, which is all of those together. So, let's get back to what I was saying. If you're claiming somebody as your twin flame and they are not experiencing and resonating with the 9 signs that I have mentioned in my other videos, not your twin flame, and you may need to take a look at yourself because you may not actually be on the twin flame journey. Like I said, and I had this, what's the word? I'm having a lack of a word right now. Oh, I don't want to do that in the middle of this. That was what was reiterated to me. I had a session with a medium that I go to, that I started seeing after she passed away. I see her on occasion when I, like I said previously in one of my other videos, like if I'm feeling kind of lazy and don't want to meditate all the time like I should, or I have been experiencing things and I want to speak to my guides directly using English words or using language, I'll reach out to my medium that I use, and it was reiterated to me once again how rare to be on a romantic twin flame journey. It is super rare. It's like finding that one thing in the world that you don't really find, and you find it and you're like, what? Oh my God, how rare is this? And then you look it up and you're like, holy crap, there's only one of so many of these made, and here it is in front of me. Same thing. You fill your own cup, you finally get to the 10 of cups, and then that's when you have your encounter with your twin flame, or you have your re-encounter with your twin flame, because they say there's a separation period and blah blah blah, and I don't agree in all that crap either. I don't feel that there's a karmic twin. To me, you have one twin. You only have one freaking twin. So how can you have a karmic twin and then your real twin? That would be 2 twin flames, and you don't get that. You have one. So whatever you're claiming is your karmic twin flame is just some doo-doo head that you are choosing to be in a relationship and going, that's my twin flame, huh? No, stop fucking doing that to that person, and mainly stop doing that to yourself. Like, stop putting yourself on a timeline narrative that isn't yours if you are not a twin flame. And if you are a twin flame and you're claiming this other person is your karmic, fucking leave them alone. It's not doing you any good to sit there and say that about them when you know deep in your heart that is not the truth. Watch my videos. If those 9 things don't ping off, if you don't check all 9 boxes, get off the twin flame narrative, please. Now, my medium told me that I don't really have any control over that, and I don't have control over other people. I only have control over this vessel and how this vessel operates. And if people want to have the belief that they're on the twin flame journey, I should let them. So fine, that's what I'm going to do. Don't control any of that. I love this song. I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's Delight, Groove is in the Heart. Totally believe that too. But I don't want to see people that are searching for love and searching for something that is outside of what is even their purpose or their storyline, because they heard about the twin flame narrative, or they saw it, or somebody told them, and they're like, oh, well, that's for me then, because I want love just as amazing as that. Let me tell you, folks, this journey stinks sometimes. Is it rewarding? Fuck yes, it absolutely is, but it's only rewarding if you actually go and do your self-work and figure out why you have the reactions you have and why you do the things you do that are unhealthy and non-beneficial to you in this life. Once you start getting all that stuff cleared up and vibing higher, things start kind of working out for you. I mean, I'm getting shown that every day. I have been having pockets of grief and anger flowing back into me for some reason, and I'm going to have to go figure out why that is happening. I've been kind of procrastinating about it because I'm angry that she's not around physically. It really irritates the poop out of me that I don't get to have a relationship in the physical manner that I had with her while she was here. I only got 6 months with her, y'all. I don't know if I even mentioned that. Like, I don't know if you guys think that I had years and years with her. I didn't. I had 6 amazing months with her, and then she said, gotta go. Got work to do in the spiritual realms. Because do you think we're done here when the body and the vessel says papooey? No. There is still a lot of work to be done. We are multidimensional beings. I don't know if all of us are, but that's what I was told. I'm a multidimensional being, and then I do work on many, many, many dimensions by doing work here. Not only am I cleaning up ancestry trauma and breaking whatever it is of my ancestry that needed to be taken care of, the curse breaker, the trauma breaker, whatever you want to call it, but I'm also helping other dimensions and other places that I don't even comprehend with my human brain. It's weird and it's crazy and it's amazing to be here, but it's also today I was like, I don't know if y'all know this guy. This is Bats Maru from the Hello Kitty franchise, and look at him. Does he look happy to be here? Excuse me, my chair's going wild. He doesn't look very happy to be here. I've always related to this guy on some level. I don't know why. Now, sometimes I look at him and I'm like, he's in a good mood. But for the most part, he kind of has, what is it? RBF, resting bitch face, I guess. I don't know. I hate saying that because I know some men that have that face and they're not bitches, and I don't like that word. Sometimes people are just having a bad day. Doesn't make them a poo-poo head or a bitch. But I like to squeeze his hair and maybe talk to him sometimes. I don't know. I DJ, and when I used to DJ for a living, I had maybe a bigger one. It's a squishy toy. I had a bigger one, and I would take him everywhere with me for stress because I have stage fright. Or I did have stage fright. I don't know if I have it anymore. So I got another one because I can't find the other one I used to have. I don't know what happened to him. So I got this guy. And then the other day I realized I forgot I have this dude. And he looks pissed off too. Anywho, I don't know why I'm telling y'all any of that. We need to get back to the main subject of the video, which is the 9 signs. If you're not experiencing all 9 signs, I'm sorry to tell you, you're probably not a twin flame. Now, that doesn't mean you didn't find somebody that's your soulmate or somebody that really understands you, but it's most definitely a sign that you're not on this journey. Confirmation. Yeah, I guess that's it. What time is it? Over 17 minutes of me blabbing on, so I'm going to let you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Later.